Facebook, and YouTube. Sorry I haven't posted a video or videos in a really, really long time. It's just a hectic schedule. I've done a little, I want to say a little over 2 months maybe with Schneider. I'll get more details and probably update later on it, on the actual amount of time I've actually been here. I know it's been a little while, and I've lost track of time. Oh my goodness. It's just all the miles. Updating. Still with Schneider. Not owner-operator yet. I'm in the process of starting my own business. Getting the stuff taken care of for it kind of right now. Stuff, with all the drama and the bullshit stuff that's happening for me in my life recently, I'm trying to stay above it all and keep on trucking along with it, pushing it all out of my way and trying to get away from it as best I can to be a lot better in my life, get rid of all that negativity and all that drama, because, when business comes down to it, business is business. You don't want no negativity. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. My camera's doing some weird stuff. Like, ooh, I'm pretty sure you'll see it. It's like, what? I don't know why. A recent event happened that has come up, and not only is it important for celebrities, well, not really, a lot of celebrities have all their issues and whatnot, and a lot of people just, freak out. Most of you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't know, obviously you must be living under a rock or something, because it's Wednesday, and they've been talking about it since Monday. The passing of Robin Williams, him fighting the depression that he just ended up just taking his own life with, or because of it. Plus, the battling of alcoholism and drug addiction brought him to that point. But that's a whole different subject, and it's a really, really touchy subject, because hopefully it will open the eyes to a lot of people that they've just been oblivious to it. Either they're oblivious to it or they just don't care. And for a lot of it, I just think people just don't really fucking care. For a great man like him, who was a famous comedian, really good actor, supporter of the U.S. military, and took time out of his day to go and visit kids that are sick at St. Jude's and Children's Mercy and places like that. It's sad that he's gone. But his death, his suicide, should open your eyes to other people besides him. Because there are a lot of people out there that are fighting it. There's been times I fought it, and I know I'm not saying it's a fact, but I know for sure that there's quite a few people that have fought depression, and if they say they've never fought depression, then you're a fucking liar. I'm sorry, you're bullshit. Because I know at some point in time in your life, there's people have just been depressed. And for some, they've, to the point of taking their own lives, coming close to taking their own lives, or just doing the right thing, more or less, and seeking help. And I don't know, for me, there is the warning signs for it. For me, really, it's me being antisocial, me not wanting to talk to people, not wanting to hang out with people, not wanting to do a whole lot, me being silent, me not cracking jokes, more listening to my music with headphones, and just isolating myself from the rest of the world. I'll admit it, I've been depressed. There are days that I'm depressed. And it's almost every day that ends with why. The reason I'm really bringing this up is because it's mainly soldiers that are facing depression. And you have to take into account why. Look at what they're coming home to. They go away with the support of a community, and they come back, and their community more or less just turns their back on them and doesn't help them. Family that more or less falls apart because of them being gone so much. The government doing what they're doing, cutting back on benefits and pensions and stuff like that, so that they can pat their own pockets with it. Or they can just throw the money somewhere else and let other countries fuck with it. Soldiers coming home homeless, soldiers coming home jobless, nobody wants to hire them. Sorry, ADHD kicked in and somebody honked, so I don't know what the hell. Depression's everywhere. Seriously, fuck. Whatever, screw it. They honk all they want, just fuck it. The two biggest groups of people that face depression the most. Soldiers are one of them, truck drivers is another one. And here's why. They're far away from home. They're away from their families, they're away from their friends, and they're doing something that a lot of people just aren't grateful for. They just don't care. People say that soldiers fighting for his country is basically a waste of his time. That there's really nothing, we're just fighting other people's wars. And that may be the case, but it's something different. These people give up their lives, their normal everyday lives, to go pick up a gun and go shoot somebody that is in the wrong. And it's depressing. You're in a foreign land, shooting random people. People are trying to kill you with many different tools to kill you. And when you come home, nobody cares. Only certain people care and are willing to sit down and listen to your war stories because, they're your friend or your family. But when you go to talk to it about other people, nobody else cares. They don't. Truck drivers is another one. I said that. Truck drivers, they're away from home every day. Most of them are home for months on end because all they're doing is they're trying to make money to help take care of their family back home, and they don't get to see their family every day like you do. You get up, you take a shower, you make your morning cup of coffee, you hop in your car, you jump on the freeway, you freak out because traffic's backed up for miles. You get to work 10 minutes late. The boss is jumping down your ass, and you work from your 9 to 5 job. You go home, you fight traffic again, and you're home and you're with your family every day. We don't. We fight the same traffic you do in different cities, different states. My office changes every day. The view I see every day is different. I meet different people I don't want to talk to no more, people that I just think are weird, people that are really friendly, that offer really good advice. And I live in something. You get a shower every night when you want to. I don't. You sit in a cozy desk all day. This is where I sit every day. You sleep in a comfortable bed every day. That's what I sleep in every day. You go see your family every day. That's not my house. My family's not here. Some truck drivers, they take it for a while. Some of them are loners. And some of it, sometimes for some people, it's too much. Too much to bear. I was told by a friend of mine that a friend of his committed suicide, a truck driver. Said 80,000 pounds doesn't hurt. I'll take his word for it. I wouldn't know. We spend a majority of our lives delivering everything that you want, you need. And a lot of you don't give a fuck about us. And sometimes it pisses me off. I was told by a guy one day that the job I'm doing is so pointless. You don't understand pointless job. I make my money every week like you do. For some of you, the jobs you do that you choose as a career is a pointless job. Pointless career job. I mean, honestly, I don't need to eat McDonald's every day. I don't need to see McDonald's or Subway, Burger King, or Dairy Queen. Because there's no way, because a minimum wage job like you, I don't believe you should be making $15 an hour. I don't. If your job has to include the phrase, would you like fries with that? Well, let me rephrase it. Put it to a standard someone like what most people do. If you work at a job where the phrase is, would you like fries with that? Should not be charging you $15 an hour. That's your career choice. I'm sorry. Yes, I understand that there are some people out there that's the only job they really can get. And I'm sorry if I offended you, but it's the truth. There are other ways out there for you to obtain a job that will pay you $15 an hour. I think the ones that should deserve the $15 an hour is the people that are willing to work 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and really work hard to provide for their families. Because in my honest opinion, fast food is not the job that will pay you to help pay for your brand new Mercedes-Benz, with your $1 million house, to feed your 2 kids, and put the bling on your wife. There are some people, however, that should deserve a $15 an hour job. And those are the guys that are sitting on the streets that have come home to find no home and no job and no one willing to hire them. Except for a select few of people, and those are our veterans. Because those are the guys that really deserve a $15 an hour job. And most of them end up dying alone in the streets. Because we just walk on past. And you wonder why a lot of people are depressed. Because they feel that their lives aren't worth it. that isn't worth the $15 an hour. My point is, open your eyes, look at who's around you, talk to people, help, see if maybe they need help. Doesn't matter if it's helping them paint their house, helping them change a tire, change the oil in their car, or helping a friend in need, desperate need. Just find the way to talk to somebody every day, because maybe one day you'll save their life and not know it. Because that's all we really need. Sometimes people that are depressed, that are contemplating suicide, usually don't want to tell a shrink that they're suicidal. Because their shrink has to do certain things to make sure that you're safe. For some people, all we just need is another person to talk to. Like I said, you never know, you can save somebody's life one day. And they'll be very grateful for it. And all it takes is for it to be the depressed person, suicidal depressed person, to be the guy that makes you laugh, take the edge off of your horrible, shitty day. For him or her to be the one that sits down at home at night, contemplates, is it really worth it anymore? Comment your take. Well, I don't know really about commenting your take on, comment your take on life. I know some of you are gonna be the rudest fucking pricks and throw your 2 cents in there. Well, more than 2 cents, your whole fucking piggy bank of cents, into talking about how suicidal depressed people, they're just screaming for help. Well, not screaming for help, but are just pussies because they want an out. For some of them, the talking to people, the antibiotics, the antidepressants, the antidepressants, cutting their wrists, just doesn't help it no more. And there's some people out there that just keep digging and digging and digging to the point where they're just like, fuck it. See you on the flip side, and that's it. That's all she wrote. You walk in, they're dead. For some people, that's all it takes. Just for the wrong thing to happen, and it's just it. So, comment your take. Be rude if you want. It's really not going to make a big fucking difference, because some people are just going to do it anyways. If I say don't be rude, there's always going to be that one person that doesn't listen and just... And then it starts a whole big fucking debate, and people are just like, fuck you! Start throwing out random fucking profanic words that shouldn't be said, and they get said anyways, and then you're over there going, oh. So, comment your take on what you think life should be like. Is fast food, minimum wage, $15 an hour worth it? I don't. I'll tell you why later. I'll tell you why now. How about that? $15 an hour minimum wage at a fast food job, you're gonna have to cut employees. You're killing small business. fast food places, say goodbye to the dollar menu, because most of those places, they're not just going to sit there and go, well, we ain't going to have a dollar menu no more.